Okay, well, it should be a good game number 2 then. Weehaw on that Alchemist. Can Nigma take it and send us to a game 3? Or will this no one Void Spirit do some crazy stuff and win it? Well, we'll have to see with Cap and Blitz.
Game 1 was a lot of fun for us to cast, but Game 2 might be a little bit more one-sided, or at least if we take the analyst panel's word for it. They seem to think that this last pick, Alchemist, is the be-all, end-all. We'll see what you guys think at home. About even still.
About even still, with virtus.pro now having a very slight lead. Very slight.
So what do you think, William?
I think it is a really free out game, if I'm honest.
Yeah?
I think it's an extremely free out game. And they've changed something up. I was going to comment on last game how it really feels like they're kind of forcing their drafts. It's almost just like, okay, Miracle, you go carry. We're going to run around and just chase them and hunt them.
Yeah. And
we'll see what ends up happening. But VP, we're willing to bring 5 to that every single time. And I think that this kind of playstyle, it works, but your draft has to like really be ahead. And I don't think their draft was like that much or significantly better, if I'm honest. And I think in this game, I'm starting to see some issues with VP's draft. Like, I feel like they have to do the exact same thing as last game, but this time they're running into an Alchemist who can fight a lot sooner. I think that's really what makes Alch broken in this meta. Is at like 20 minutes he's going to fight you nonstop, and he's going to be one full item ahead of your core.
Yeah, it feels like just as you've come online for your like post-laning phase, early to mid-game portion, it's like, oh hey, Alch is already able to fight. He already has a Radiance, guys. If we fight around a tower, he'll TP in, he'll wipe us. Like,
it's very similar to last draft, except a little bit faster because they have an Alch and not a Naga. And this time around, it's Weehaw that's playing like the true 1 position, and Miracle that's playing the Space Creator. I almost feel as though this is how you want to play around Weehaw.
Oh, really?
Some measure. I think that, especially right now, where mid determines so much of whether or not you win or lose, I think you want to play around him a little bit more.
Okay.
I think last game they helped set him up in terms of like the laning phase, but I think after that, this kind of style where they just 4-man into 5-mans, I don't think really benefits him. I don't know. I think they're... some games he looks really good, and some games I really don't feel like the draft enables him to do a very good job. Like, I'm trying to think about it more, because I see people flame him, and I was like, is there any real credence to this? Like, should he really tank this much hate? And I don't think so.
Courier. It's down. ILTW. virtus.pro continue to have a very loose hold on their couriers, it seems.
They lost so much gold last game. Must have been at least 500 in the early game total, which I think is not a small amount at all. Especially like when that could mean the difference between getting like a bottle off of a lane creep sooner in mid.
Science is in a bit of trouble. They do have the chains, they have the ink swell, and they have a sleight of fist. So Science, it's going to be a close call, but it would have to be underneath the tower. Miracle taking too much damage here. Now the Fire Spirits plus the Battle Hunger. If anything, it's Miracle is going to take out here as the Battle Hunger. Bit by bit, the Tango counteracting that damage, though, and will be fine.
He was real close to dead, though. Got down to 25 HP. One more swing would have done it, but nice body block by Kuro. And Rezo's just going to go aggressive again. He has that Battle Hunger. He's going to pop it once more onto Miracle. Not quite level 2, so he doesn't have the spin. And in fact, he's dead.
Icarus time, Battle Hunger. It's so close, but it's not quite good enough. I mean, either way, right? Miracle's out of lane. He's not getting any farm. They're getting a bunch of denies. Like, Zayats has won this lane, or at least initially.
Let me say Zayats is my current, like, flavor of the month. I think he's so good.
Yeah.
Really enjoy watching him play. Almost every hero, it feels like he has a ton of impact. Like, for me, in this tournament anyways, as good as Secret's been, I feel like VP has been developing into just as good of a team. They didn't start that way. Like, they damn sure didn't look this good the first few games I saw them.
No, they did not.
But they're starting to gel into a really good team, and I think it's Zayats really finding his tempo and understanding what the team requires out of him, which I think is really important.
Zayats has been trying to get to this point in his career for quite some time, starting off in 2015 for the No Lifer 5 squad. One of the more notable teams he was on was Vega Squadron in 2018 alongside the Pango until he finally ended up on this.
Oh my god.
Ooh, weehaw. Managed to read where the Ether Remnant was going.
If he hits that, that's a kill.
Yeah.
And he really needs it. I cannot stress enough, like, this is a very good out game.
Now, we have talked about the Alchemist quite a bit. I see another hero on the Nigma draft that plays well against virtus.pro's run at you frequently 4 and 5 man, which is the Furion.
Yeah.
Right? Shouldn't they split pushing? Like, is that part of the reason you think they took this hero in their draft? They wanted something to be able to exert more side lane pressure?
I think so. As bottom, I think Zayats might actually...
Kuro's dead. He's going to tick out from the Battle Hunger, and Resolution could certainly fight Miracle anytime he wants. In fact, Miracle is going to have to tank the creeps underneath tower if he wants to fight. And that's a perfect opportunity, because then Resolution, as well as Zayats, can harass him while he's sitting there tanking creeps. They can even go for a Battle Hunger.
No,
Miracle
doesn't want to do it quite yet.
Trees.
Still, this is a really good start for this bottom lane. Only 10 CS right now, Miracle. It's not good.
Yeah, this is what you need to do for virtus.pro, right? In this fast-paced lineup up against an Alchemist, you're not going to have that big of a mid-game window, so you have to hit the laning phase hard, and they are doing that.
If Al gets his ulti off, this Axe Call does nothing. They have some ways of dealing with him. Like, I think the Phoenix Sunray is actually the most effective tool in the mid-game. They're going to get a kill on the solo.
TP out
nice
from
one.
GH.
That was a lot of stacks on him. That was 4 quills before the 5th one hit.
And ILTW, he'll keep on trucking here. He knows the 5-minute bounties. Mind Control wants to stick around for that, which means he may get just low enough. Ether Remnant, it does grab him. He picked up the bounty rune, though, before he died. But still, 2 kills in the top lane. And now a dive into bottom lane.
Again.
Nigma just losing lanes all over the place here. virtus.pro.
I think that Kuro's going to go for it. This is such a baller move. This is how you win the game. You take away bounty runes. Grab him for your Alchemist. He's got it. There we go. Lots of gold. Loads of money. And Alk is about to hit level 6. So, this is pretty much like we all have to deliver here. But again, I really feel like this team is not doing them a lot of favors. They're going to go behind all over the place, but maybe Nigma will manage to battle the hell of this game. Bottom lane with the well, tag team damage to change out. There's 5 Resolution's gone. We even bounce on over just to collect some experience. He's now level 6. They brought everybody that they could to make sure that this guy died. But I was going to say, like, Weah is not having a lot of help from his side lanes right now. Like, just the pure CSing war alone, and the net worth is really one-sided.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, I think their draft... I still think it's a free out game, but I actually sort of disagree on the Nature's Prophet front.
Oh, yeah?
I think that Nature's Prophet is inherently a really greedy hero. Like, he's not a typical team fighter.
Snowball, tag team. No one is able to get away. So you think he's just going to take too much off the map?
Like, I think this game, if anything, Miracle just has to run around. He gets his level 7 or 8 and literally just starts, like, fighting nonstop.
So to maybe to combat a bit of that problem, would you like to see Mind Control go for a really early fighting build, like a Blade Mail build up, where he just TPs and fights with Miracle?
I think he just wants to be like an aura guy.
Yeah.
Get like a Vlad's or something. I think Rezo might be dead again here.
Blocked in. Beautiful ice shards and that Inkswell plus tag team. Another nasty combination from Nigma. Mind Control's going to join them just to make sure that Resolution does indeed die.
But Mind Control's only level 4, and his tower is being pressured all the time, and now you have ILTW who decides to go pick up stacks. He's pretty massive. He's 3 levels ahead of the offlaner.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's going to have a Vanguard pretty quickly in this game. Plus phase boots. Miracle dies in bottom lane. Good rotation by no one.
Still just that tempo that they're playing with. It's just fast, fast, fast. Don't allow a team like Nigma to get set up. We'll see what ends up happening because, again, cannot stress enough. I think that Alchemist can turn everything around. Like we've seen Alk just solo games before.
And that's why this rotation is coming in. They already have Resolution slowing them down with the Battle Hunger with the Aether Remnant landing. That's a pretty easy kill into Weehaw unless you can stay alive with the regen. It's not good enough. Miracle comes in. He does manage to chain the 2 heroes underneath the tower. Not bad, but they don't have any damage to follow it up, especially since he's not even level 6 yet.
And the pushback, yeah, they're just kind of getting ran at on lanes. No one's going to pick up a DD rune, which is a pretty good kill rune. And when the Alk respawns, he won't have his ulti, so he's got to be careful and probably just default to the jungle.
It goes to show how much priority they put in this, because Resolution wasn't even level 6, and he was moving around, you know? Like, they really are saying, like, we can't just sit here static lanes. We got to move around and catch Nigma with their pants down. And they just did that with Miracle in the mid lane. No one catches him with the Aether Remnant. Plus,
and they know Kuro's around in the area.
Kuro, he may be swept up here as well. They do have one more Astral Step for no one if he wants to go for it, but
he's saving it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They want to try to find the Alk.
All right, it's deceptive. I was looking at the green ultimate icon at the top.
Ah, I see.
And I was like, oh.
I think they might have a kill here. Oh.
Yeah, Weeha's just dead. Sunray. Oh no! They just needed one more hit, or maybe a little bit more Sunray damage. GH is going to get low.
What is this dive? They haven't even taken mid-tower. They like to just go for it on the side of VP.
Simultaneously, though, Nigma's not really farming that much while they're trying to dodge all these ganks. He's going to run it back into the Aether Remnant. That's enough to maybe get the kill on GH, but he pops the stick. Snowballs in. No one. Is he dead here? The Aether Remnant does manage to get the kill, but he has given away a dominating streak for all of that aggression.
And Miracle's still on the hunt.
Oh, and nice TP in. He gives the vision, so his ultimate lands, instantly killing Zayat.
But Weehaw died.
Oh.
Trying to go top, in fact. His team just created so much space for him.
And then he just throws it all away.
Yeah, that one was really good for his team to hold that mid area. And they killed
Radiant's top tower
Void Spirit for that. Crow's gonna go for this.
Yeah, they'd killed heroes, they'd gotten the outpost, and they were about to get bounty runes. Resolution does grab this one away from Kuro, and Kuro will probably now, maybe he won't die. Miracle actually bails him out. No, he ate the remnant. That's gonna grab him.
Clean execute. But yeah, I think all those like mini deaths matter quite a bit. Like, you can't afford those. And now he has just gone up in Alk's face, trying to steal everything. There's no stacks or anything for him to go for, but ILTW is still just being a nuisance.
You know what's kind of cool about I like a lot is that ILTW is probably maybe gonna get a kill here. I mean, they're gonna snowball on ice shards. But I'm not sure if they can actually kill him. Mind control. GH punches him up in the air. The Inkswell's going to get on top of him. Uh-oh. Is he actually in trouble, or do they have enough damage? There's so many quills bouncing back onto Nigma. Many of the heroes had to back up. It's up to Miracle to now finish him off, but he gets a little bit low. There's just too many quills. He's almost going to die here. Does he have a jump away? He tries to get the distance. Oh, he was going to get the quill. He was going to kill Miracle, but Mind Control zapped him down with the Wrath of Nature.
He had that in the books. That was going to be such a sick turnaround. But he got hit in the face by like a 300 damage Nature's Prophet ulti.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mind Control put that off on one of the other side lanes.
And he just prayed.
And prayed.
Lord's
gonna build
smite
up.
This fool. Smite this Alright.
Kuro, you've been supernovaed. He'll get out of range of the stun, but he's still going to be chopped down by Resolution. Mind Control. He TP'd into an Aether Remnant. Now, Miracle's going to be here, trying to chain him up. They do have the Will-O-Wisp to make sure that more people are going to be caught in this terrible team fight for Nigma. GH tries to dodge what he can with a snowball. Will manage to sidestep that Aether Remnant, but Resolution is always there, always watching, ready to go with the Calling Blade.
That suicide it just looks so funny. He just TP'd straight into the Aether Remnant. He placed it like as he started TPing.
Yeah.
And so that wasn't really the intended result for either side, but without even a mid tower being taken, VP, once again, they're going for this aggressive play around the tier 2 tower. Like, they just don't care. Just keep hunting them.
Oh, what I was going to say is Bristleback, one of the best heroes to single-handedly take the enemy triangle away. Right? So he's doing that, and then no one in Rezo, they're playing on this side of the map. Like, Weehaw has no neutral creeps to farm. Like, how can he use his passive if he's not able to hit any creeps? He's just dying over and over again. The Wrath of Nature is going to come in, do a lot of damage, but it really only tickles virtus.pro because there's just a lack of damage all around. Soulbind onto 2, push back. Inkswell actually stunning both of them together. Miracle's going to chain him up. He throws down his remnants. Minions. They're so damn tanky, though. They've used every bit of damage, and no one still escapes, and so will Resolution. No one gets the double kill onto Kuro if they chase too far.
Radiant's
No one.
top tower.
Maybe
Might
they get
just strike
Solo.
again. We'll see. Solo has been chained up,
Doesn't have a TP, but
no one.
they're waiting. He's got a DD rune on this Void Spirit. He's waiting for his charges to come back up. Doesn't get Miracle.
Radiant's middle tower has
And now he does have a step, but he's got to be really careful. He's quite low, and he doesn't want to throw this. Oh, wait. Oh.
Oh, Miracle. He got hit by that astral step. The Aether that's got him. No one. He just doesn't stop.
Maybe he dies for this, though.
The snowball, but the stimulate to be able to dodge the stun, the push back there, mind control, teleports in, but they don't have any big nukes, and no one, he's going to be able to dodge a lot of this physical damage with that extra shield. The supernova goes down. He's now been silenced up. They do have the egg. He's going to die the call, but his last shot came out. The supernova, it does die. They don't get the explosion they desperately needed to be able to turn this fight
Weehaw
around.
dies in his base.
Weehaw somehow died from ILTW chasing him all the way across the map, but we're going to watch Resolution here fight up against the tag team, but they just don't have the damage, man. They just can't kill anybody. Nigma, they're struggling in vain to right-click these heroes that have such high armor and such high HP. Finally, they do manage to get Resolution, a mega kill streak, but no one.
What happened at top? I just saw Bristle back inside the base.
Yeah.
And he kills the Alchemist and just kind of gets out clean. This Alch has no net worth. The amount of space that they've taken away from him. These, like, 4 protect 1 kind of run around the map strats from Nigma just do not fight that well.
No.
And you can see VP, 300 HP Void Spirit, just keeps engaging, dances on him, kills Miracle. They ruin their laning phase. They continue to run at them. I think this is honestly just a really, really informed VP. We're going to see this again.
Beautiful play by no one.
And he just dances. He just stays here for forever. Dissimulates.
Dodge the pushback, almost hitting the Aether Remnant, and you're seeing what's happening here. The silence, Inkswell, tag
Can they bring this guy down?
Can they actually bring down ILTW? Look at him. He's cornered himself with his back to the rest of the team. They can't really get in front of him. He's going to turn around and deal some damage out into GH because he knows he can fight back at GH. Underneath the tier 3 tower, that's not going to be a saving grace. He tries to go for a shards play, but misses it and dies, wondering what the hell is happening in this game. 10-22, an 8,000 net worth lead by virtus.pro against an Alchemist lineup.
Yeah, this is more than a kill a minute. This kind of pace is insane, actually, that they're setting. It just feels like everywhere they go, they have no breathing room. They don't care about towers, this team. VP, they just kind of kill you repeatedly. Nigma think that their tier 2s are some kind of safe haven. Well, they're not.
They're not.
You'd be wrong.
The tier 3s aren't even a safe haven. Solo will get picked off. That's one hero that the small number of Nigma nukes that they have.
All right, look at this. He's just running past a tier 2.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
He's going to get stunned up under the
He's got
tower.
Crimson Guard, so that's pretty much doing no damage.
Yeah, he's trying to bait them to go on him. He's saying, look at me. I'm kind of low.
You can do it. Never mind that there's an axe in the trees. You're ready to go with the Blink Dagger.
And this just looks fun to play. If I was VP,
Yeah.
like I'm sure they're just having a great old time.
No doubt, Resolution
They know he ran up.
is giggling to his heart's content here in this game. No one. Is he going to be able to find GH? He does not. He TPs to the other side of the map where there is Mind Control trying to hit the tower. And Mind Control just might commit to get some sort of tower, but no one. He tries to go for the deny. He doesn't quite get it, though. TP away. Can he get the remnants? All those treants.
No, too
nicely
many.
done by Mind Control.
That's not a very good all chat BM line.
I sense distortions in the void.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not that creative.
Use the other one. Your anger is useless here.
No, but he got out. You gotta get like a kill. I'm an all chat
Radiant's middle
connoisseur.
tower is
You
under
know, if you're gonna do it, it's gotta be worth.
Eleven to 22, doubling up on the
missed the
kills.
call
But a
on
missed call
Kuro.
from Resolution, and Kuro takes a moment to try
should
and
get
figure
him
out
out.
what just happened.
That was awkward. Kuro did the tried and true tactic of standing still
Very effective.
and just waited.
GH the chop. It isn't quite enough damage.
Needed one more hit. One more right click either way, and Weehaw has found the only safe spot on the map. The enemy team jungle.
Oh, but it's not safe for long. Solo, he's found him.
Who's TPing
he said,
in?
boys, there's a low health alchemist here.
Get him.
And he doesn't have his ultimate. Not yet, anyway. The Icarus dive is going to come through, and just the supports together, they're going to be able to bring down an alchemist. Well, he finally gets his ultimate. Now the chain's up. Resolution. Does he have a blink dagger? No, he doesn't. ILTW, he was on the other side of things. He quickly gets stunned up. He wants the supports instead. The Soulbind on the 2. A snowball on through everybody, and the Phoenix does actually go down, and Solo may get taken out by Miracle here, but Miracle does not have a whole lot of mana to work with, and Weehaw doesn't feel comfortable taking too many of these fights, so he's going to start backing away. ILTW, he sticks on top of him, forcing him to teleport out, and boy, that was a close one. He actually almost killed him there.
That was Nigma's first real successful fight, I'd say. Trading 1 for 2, and they got the buyback on the Keep of the Light. I'd say that's okay for them. They'll take those.
Absolutely.
They did a really good job of kiting and sort of dancing around, and now Mind Control's going for the split. This is what they need. GH is going for the split. It is
Radiant's middle tower
old
is
school,
under attack.
split the map, try to bring them back, put pressure everywhere at once. Everyone is farming on the side of Nigma. This is how they've decided that they're going to come back. And when you see an advantageous fight where supports are out of position, go in for it.
This is how I imagine the Furion was going to play in this game. You know, just like trying to stay away from fights, trying to bring virtus.pro back. They won't do it, though. They continue to try and hit that mid lane over and over again. GH pushing it all the way into the tier 2 here. No one is going to catch up to GH. Little chance of him surviving here. He's trying to dodge the remnant, so he has a chance to be able to maybe snowball teleport, but they waited until he was low enough that he would die instantly to the combination. Kuro, oh, you're dead. You can't even TP away fast enough. You can't even ace well stun fast enough. ILTW hits like a truck, man. This guy's hitting for well over 300 damage a hit, especially once he puts more and more of that minus armor on you.
You think they want to Roche? Like, at any time?
At any time? Maybe.
You know, you've got Goo.
I mean, that's 30 seconds that you're not killing Nigma.
That's true. That's a compelling point that I had not 100% considered. They are living during this time.
Just like this. Mind control.
Does have a TP. Not gonna live.
Is under attack.
Alright, now they're gonna go for it. Yep. Alright, so you've got about 40 seconds to farm. Get it, boys.
Go, 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 go. Be out on the map.
Tactical farm. You have your triangle if you want. It's yours.
Ah, but they're so scared.
Oh,
They've been conditioned, man. They've been conditioned.
Real pal, they heard the bell ring.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh, they're coming. Oh, Lord. VP's coming.
Oh no, he found out too late. Alright, there's one creep. He's gonna get this. Nice.
He got a camp.
He got a camp. Alright. That's like 150 gold right there. You gotta take what you can get at this point if you're Nigma.
150 gold right there. There's just another 8,850 gold to go just to even the net worth chart. It's currently sitting seriously at virtus.pro favored. (13 to 26, 21 minutes in.
Oh, GH dead. And they've lost their mid tower. I think that this is where you just send your Bristle in to take everything now. He's got AC, so he's a really good tower hitter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Keep spamming those spells. Well, you can't hit that tier though.
He's just skipping.
He's just cutting waves.
Yeah.
And this is how you stop the Furion and his effect in the game. Just keep on cutting those waves. Keep the map very, very small for Nigma.
And they've caught him, but don't think they want to go that far. I mean, this is a level 18 Bristle at 21 minutes. Just absurd to think about. I think if he gets like a Abyssal Blade or something, he's going to kill everybody so easily. You can see that he's trying to stop the counter cut and always bringing both the mid wave and the top wave in to make sure that they don't lose anything. This guy is experienced at dealing with Nature's Prophet.
He certainly is. Will-O-Wisp going out, no one trying to take this fight. It's been silent stuff. They keep on getting pulled back in. Mind Control and Kuro do manage to get back. The chains and soul binds onto 2 is keeping them locked in, but they don't have any damage to deal with ILTW. They should not be trying to fight into this, man. Oh, the pull back in. The egg's going to go down. They've lost their alchemist. Now they're going to lose their Nature's Prophet as well. And virtus.pro still looking pretty healthy. And I'm sure quite happy as they are looking to close out this series and take a very fast second game against Nigma.
This is going to be an easy tier 3 for ILTW. He has no cares. I saw this man dive an Alk at a tier 3. It doesn't even matter to him at this point. They hit
together, but this may be a buyback in vain as call from Resolution. Look, the damage just rains in on Miracle. The snowball comes too late from GH. He was unable to save his carry, and now they're going to watch as they're pushed back again and again by ILTW. The rest of the team can focus on hitting the buildings.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Right, and breezy. Virtus.pro. Oh, there's that two-man call. To assimilate with all the AoE damage rating in. Not enough to be able to kill Weehaw. Mind Control's actually still alive as well. In fact, into the backline. Resolution almost died to GH there. Fortunately, there was going to be a save, and no one is now going to punish GH for daring to push that far inside of his own base. ILTW, I'm sure they can still lead the way here and finish off this melee barracks. I feel like this is maybe one of those times. Just get the building.
No, the bloodlust. Cap the bloodlust.
It doesn't stop. ILTW, he's seeing red at all times. And GH, well, he's going to see a little bit of orange as he puts his sights onto the Phoenix, and now he's going to see nothing at all as he's going to be surrounded by... Oh, never mind. They just ignore him. They go for the bigger kill. They want Miracle. They want a bigger fish. They let the smaller one go free. Miracle dies. Kuro gets swallowed up in that push that came in from Virtus.pro, and it's just the gratuitous kill to add into this slaughter that is currently happening in the mid lane, and ILTW is not going to stop. He wants everything from Nigma, even their tier 4s right now.
Chasing everyone.
Mind Control, he's going to be found as he tries in vain to hit that mid-tier 1 tower for a couple points of damage.
They're gonna call
look, here's the GH kill that we missed out earlier. Look at that. He walked back into us. What a nice guy.
This was one of the most fun ass beatings I think I've ever seen. Like, this was really entertaining. Virtus.pro, I always talk about like how important the mid tower is, and they're like, nah, we don't care. We're just gonna run at you non-stop in between your tier 1 and tier 2 all game. While we saw 3 heroes dying on one side